Well, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
We are on a mindfulness walk.
Kind of. Now the mindfulness comes in. Getting here was a little bit hectic. It wasn't easy to do, but we really wanted to come out this morning and actually be doing the mindfulness walk as we're talking about the mindfulness walk. So getting to moments that bring mindfulness, like going for a walk, sometimes it takes, you have to really work for it. You've got to work it into your day.
Yeah, and I would say we worked for it today.
We did. It's Monday.
There was a forgotten saxophone. There was all kinds of little complications. My newfie didn't make it through the night, and he had to poop in his crate, so that was fun. So we had all kinds of fun things, just like you did today, right?
Yes. I'm sure everyone's trying to get to work on this Monday morning or starting their week, and so getting the kids off. But so if you're here, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So, but the point is, being mindful allows you to attend to all of that stuff without getting so rattled that you're coming apart at the seams, and then you can attend to the next thing. And for us, the next thing is
work.
Well, it's actually this. The next thing is doing a mindful walk. So that's what we're doing now. And so what is a mindful walk?
A mindful walk is really where you just go outdoors. You don't have your phone. So you're not listening to music, and you're just being present in the environment around you. So I don't know if you can hear it, but right now we can hear the birds. It's so lovely. The sunlight is coming through the trees. There's a very light breeze depending on where you're walking. Other people on the trail. So it's just really about being present. And outdoors, I find, is a lot easier for me to become present and mindful just because of being in nature, and it's so grounding to be with nature as well.
Yeah, I like to say a mindful walk, anything that is a current sensory input is fair. It's okay to be completely immersed in whatever actual current sensory input might be happening. So if it's your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, touching, any of that stuff, it's memories and to-dos that are not so welcome. And speaking of smells, huh?
Yes, smells.
There's a dead animal here somewhere, so there's a sensory input for you.
That's a big one. So actually, we like to do our mindfulness walks in the evening.
Yep.
And we usually like to do those probably about 5 days a week. And it's really helpful after especially a stressful day at work to come out here, and usually the first part is really, releasing some of those things from the day.
Yeah.
And then the second part is the mindfulness. So we always allow for room in the beginning to kind of like let go and maybe process a few things that occurred during the day.
Exactly. Yep. So mindful walk is kind of not doing what we're doing right now.
Good morning.
Good morning. A mindful walk is being absolutely present and being centered on the task of walking and all of the things around it, like even just the gentle, cool breeze across my face or on my hands, the sunlight striking my face. Sometimes it's really interesting if you're on a path like this where you're not going to walk in front of a car for 10 steps or so. Just close your eyes, which I suppose with my sunglasses on you can't see them closing my eyes, but just close your eyes and just allow your other senses to come to the fore, because we are such visual creatures that allowing your other senses to come to the front and feel and sense. Like sometimes, especially when we're out with our younger son, I like to have him close his eyes, and I keep him on the trail, and I ask him to point to where the closest tree is. And with your eyes closed, by just feeling the difference in temperature, the difference in moisture, you can tell where things are around you. You don't have to be seeing all the time. And so developing those senses and being present with those senses is mindful. All right.
So why is mindfulness so important? Should we sit on a bench?
Sure. So why is mindfulness so important? Well, we're going to turn around and make everybody dizzy. And we're going to sit on this bench right here.
Yeah.
We're going to put the sun in your face first, I guess.
It's
So
okay. It's beautiful.
why is mindfulness important? Well, the first reason is it helps get you out of fight or flight. And we talk all the time about fight or flight, don't we?
We do.
And fight or flight is life-saving. It's not that fight or flight is bad, it's that being in fight or flight all the time is bad. You know, it's the proverbial story of the mother who lifts the car because her child is under it, right? Fight or flight is an amazing superhuman thing. Actually, it's not superhuman, it's just human. But nonetheless, it's amazing. But we're really designed to be in fight or flight for seconds, not hours or days. And yet,
Weeks, months, years.
yeah.
It does interfere with a lot of things. Everything from digestion to immunity to decision making. You know, if you're feeling like you're on autopilot and just running around all the time, you're probably in fight or flight most of the time. And that really does create things like impulsivity as well.
Yes, absolutely. And it accelerates aging.
It does accelerate aging.
We know that when people are in fight or flight, many markers of biological age accelerate, whether it's telomeres shortening on your chromosomes or your VO2 max plummeting, or your redox capacity, meaning your antioxidant capacity falling. So it's bad. It's, you know, it interferes with digestion, it interferes with immunity, it interferes with decision making, it accelerates aging, it does all these things.
Yeah, you guys, it's making us look haggard and, you know, stressed. Those lines between your eyes, you know, those are from thinking and stress and sometimes squinting, but yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, for me on my journey through precision weight management, our weight management program, I found the mindfulness walks to be the most pivotal thing for me. Just getting myself out of fight or flight after that day at work. It's really been changing in so many ways, life changing in so many ways. And I really think it was, I really think it was a catalyst too for my recent weight loss. Like, it's just kind of one of those missing pieces that once I started doing that, in January, February, it really made a huge difference. So, you know, mindfulness movement, really. We're really talking about mindfulness walks this morning, but mindfulness movement. So it can be yoga, it can be stretching, it can be walking. It's really about feeling good and regulating the autonomic nervous system when you're moving as compared to, you know, working out to look good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And, you know, you can actually do a workout and be mindful about it too. In high school, they used to call me wrong way because I would get so deep into just the rhythm of running that I would run right past the high school on the way back from our.
Sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar.
Whenever we're driving somewhere and we're going somewhere specific, I'm always like, aren't we going to the post office on the way home?
Yeah, because
It's just like autopilot.
Well, I'm pretty intentional about when I'm driving, I'm just driving and I'm trying not to think about anything else. And
Like the next turn.
Like the next turn. So
car rides are sometimes not very mindful in the Sult household. So
I think they're very mindful, but they cause you anxiety because we miss a turn, which to me is not a big deal.
Yeah, unless it's me missing the turn.
So I think that's mindful walks. I'd just like to say that it's about being fully present with what you're doing. And so if you're driving, just drive. If you're working out, just work out. If you're walking, just walk, whatever it is. But a mindful walk is a training ground. It's a way to bring meditation off the mat, as they say, and into your life. So it's sort of the next logical step from, okay, either I can't meditate because I'm so locked in fight or flight. Listen, if you're locked in fight or flight, that's not the time. Physiologically, it's as if you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. So if you were being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, you probably wouldn't think it was a great time to sit down and close your eyes and meditate. Likewise, it wouldn't be a good time to ovulate. That's why it screws up your hormones. It wouldn't be a good time to, pick some berries. That's why it goofs up your digestion and so on and so forth. So that's what fight or flight is. And if you can't sit on a cushion and meditate, then the next best thing, or maybe a better thing, is to do some kind of mindful activity. And once you get yourself out of fight or flight, that's when you can start to sit down and get deeper into meditation.
Let's see, I was seeing something here. Carol, if I have an opportunity to do a mindful power walk before presentations, it's so helpful for my focus. Yes.
Carol,
I agree.
mindful power walk. That's like, I love that. It's like power yoga. It's still all yang all the time, lady.
Well, she's being mindful, and maybe she means power walk by I'm gonna do it a little more briskly. That's what I'm thinking you mean by powerful.
Yep, and that's fine. But we just need to be careful. I mean, Carol, I know you know what you're doing. I'm just teasing you. But I also know that language is important, and for many of us, we're so locked in have to do. We've just got should all over us. And it's important to, to think about the opposite end of the spectrum, which is, I'm going to go on a settling walk. I'm going to go on a relaxing walk. I'm going to go on a centering walk. And absolutely, go on a power walk and be mindful about it. That's perfectly fine. But I'm just talking about language here for a second. So thank you for laughing at that, because I know that could have been offensive. But I'm a ding-dong sometimes. All right. Anything else you wanted to say about mindfulness?
No, just I was going to say, if you have a moment, make time to do some sort of mindful movement today, even if you can only do 5 minutes, and just kind of see the result of that. See how the hour after that looks and feels to you as compared to if you hadn't done it.
Yeah.
I think you'll notice a change.
Yeah,
I really do.
And the first change you're going to notice isn't the one you're after. The first one is going to be, I just wasted 20 minutes. Well, you got to get past that idea that there's something more important that you should be doing in that 20 minutes. So think about the difference between urgency and importance.
Yeah, and not that I want to bring into doing more, but taking these mindful moments in the mindful walk, it actually helps your focus and increases productivity. So you're going to get more done in the long run because you're not running around in circles with limited focus. So
this idea of urgency versus important. Stephen Covey was famous. He makes this grid, like a tic-tac-toe grid, and across one row is important, across another is not important, across a vertical is urgent, not urgent. And we do a lot of things in our life that are urgent but not important. And if you take that noise away and put all of that time, effort, and energy into important but not urgent, life changes. So think about that a little bit. Urgency. We're all urgency addicts. And it would be better if we were importancy addicts. All right. Have a great day.
Happy Monday.
Bye.